We're going to go ahead and mix things up a little bit today. Instead of having some videos on the outside pertaining to the flower gardens or vegetable gardens, we're going to get you guys inside the Victorian home of ours and show you the third floor. Now, we had a tour a while back showing you what we have to offer for the guests on first and second floor, but the third floor was just not really quite ready for a tour. We just had a family up there and it was kind of turned upside down, so we needed to go ahead and put it all back together. So I'm going to just put some thoughts into your head before we go ahead and show you what we've done to the third floor. Now this video might be a little longer, but just kind of bear with me because I need to show you what and how the transformation was made in this old attic. Now the old attic, let me just kind of throw some things out there for you, was just basically full of box elder bugs, ladybugs, Japanese beetles, and I think there was probably even some of the bats flying around up there. So this is the way the old attic looked like in probably old Victorian homes, and maybe even some of the farm homes where they didn't finish off the second level or the third level, but we did. So I'm going to go ahead and let my daughter head up to the steps, and I'm going to kind of explain to you what we've been doing up there and how we got to this nice transformation point, and let you enjoy it. So here we go. As we're heading up the steps, there was an old trap door right at the top, over the top of our head, that we had to get into, so we had to remove the old trap door and then get up to the top of the steps here. And I'm going to show you the transformation. Now, it was a fun project. We had time over COVID. They shut us down for 2 months, and we got up here because we needed something for families instead of couples, and it's used for nice night overs for the bridesmaids, and a ladies' night out. So we did this over COVID. By the time that we just got done, they let us open our doors back up and we had this rare and ready to go. So old plywood on the floor. I mean, you can just imagine how it looked. So this is our transformation of our third floor. Now we've got a queen size bed right here. We've got another queen size bed right over there. And then we've got 2 single beds right next to one another. And then as we keep walking back, we've got a nice little visiting area, a little area that you can sit and read a book, and it overlooks our front yard. That's a very nice cozy area. These are the original windows, 1885 original windows that are still in here. We went ahead, had them taken out and refurbished and put all back in. Everything is still in contact with what we ended up having for an idea to keep the original 1885 look to it. So we just did some modern tweaks to the house. Now, the brick on the wall is an adhesive brick. This brick, which we didn't realize at the time that we ordered it, came all the way over from Poland. So we had to wait for this, and we were hoping that it was going to get here fast enough so we can get the job done. Now, the partitions in between here of the beds are the doors that we didn't need after we renovated the house. So my wife went with the idea, hey, why don't we use these as partitions? And they worked out just fine. We got the doorknobs that we still left on here. They could go ahead and they could put their hats on it. They could put their nightgown, whatever the case may be, on it, and just kind of keep it in place. Now, all the decorating, the interior decorating up here is 100% of my wife. And she's got that niche to go ahead and decorate and see how she'd like to have it done. And she has a great talent for it. So we went ahead, we sheetrocked everything. We covered up all the exposed beams and sheetrocked everything from top to bottom where then we went ahead and we painted it. Now, we're going to just back this whole thing up a little bit. There's a little elf door right over here. And at the time of the main renovation on the first and second floor, someone popped up with the idea, said that, hey, if you're ever going to plan on doing anything with the attic, this is probably a good time to go ahead and get your sheetrock in up here. Never thinking about it, it was a great idea. The sheetrock barely fit through this elf's door. So we were able to get the sheetrock up here with the heavy machinery that was able to lift everything up to this third floor, and then we just stored it up here, and then thinking, well, you know, someday we're going to go ahead and we're going to finish it off. Well, we had that opportunity to do so. But if nobody had thought about it, well, I don't know if we would have been able to redo it unless we got the heavy machinery back in here and they would have had to tear up the whole lawn and all the flower beds and everything. So it worked out well where we brought all that sheetrock in, because it would not have made it up the steps because the steps are too steep. So then we went ahead and carpeted the whole second floor or third floor, and it worked out to where it kind of cut off some of the noise that you would end up having if you're having some people up here. Got a nice little table up here with 4 chairs. Nice little seating area over here to our right. And then we've got some lights above the foyers up here that we leave on overnight. They kind of silhouette the whole third floor attic. It's kind of cool at nighttime because you can see what the third floor kind of looks like. Now we're going to head over to the stairway area where we put wood on the whole wall. And that was one of those things where we had to bring up these large panels of wood, 1, 2 at a time, up and down the stairway. Now, this was quite a job because we had to go ahead and figure out how to get across this stairwell so that everybody could stay safe putting these panels of wood up. And it worked out just fine. So we did all the varnishing and sanding and staining and everything up here. So it was a mess until we were able to piece things back together. Now it does have its own private bathroom, and we're going to show you that. Now this here, there was a little trick to all of this also. We had to go ahead and remove the old window that you're seeing right now and put a brand new window in order for us to be able to get the shower stall in through that window. Now of course, heavy machinery was nice to have at that point, because we were able to get that shower stall through the new window, and then we brought it over and installed it in its place. Now you just go ahead and you don't think about all these things until you're actually in the full midst of the whole project, and then you start realizing, oh, how are we going to get this in here? So we did. We got the new window put in, got it in place, and the third floor has its own private bathroom. We did keep the exposed chimney that went up to the top of the house, and we kept that in place, just kind of a nice little feature here. Got its nice little cupboards. We've got a nice little sink area here for the guests. And then we went ahead. We had a large ladder that had to be removed because it went up to the Widow's Peak, and you were able to get up to Widow's Peak, but we had to eliminate that just for, well, of course, for safety purposes. So then we capped that off, got rid of the old ladder, and transformed this whole third floor into a nice, beautiful living space. So hopefully you liked it. Hopefully you stuck in there. This is third floor, which I think turned out really well, and we had the time to do it. So this is Jeff from Northeast Iowa, home of Airbnb, and hopefully you like the content. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and we'll probably see you soon. Thank you.